Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Copper Jacket TV. I honestly can't believe I'm making another gun control video about California. I made my first one about 10 years ago, and it seems like it's pretty much non-stop since then. But they always figure out some new way to impose some new gun control in that state, and now we have SB 368. SB 368 is another new gun control package. That's what we're going to be talking about today, what it does to California and the FFLs out there. Let's get to it. This video is proud to be sponsored by TuckTec, absolutely one of the coolest and craziest things that I have ever reviewed on this channel, the TuckTec Folding Kayak. The TuckTec Kayak ships to your door rolled up like a sleeping bag. You'll be thinking to yourself, there's no way there's a kayak in this box. It's compact, lightweight, and can fit in the trunk of your mom's Civic. However, once you get it to your favorite water hole, it rolls out, and using a pattern like an origami dragon, you bend it and clip it together to make a surprisingly sturdy, nimble, and capable kayak. Not once did I ever feel like I was going to tip rowing around the lake. Perfect for exploring, fishing, and fun on the water, the TuckTec Kayak should be on your list of must-haves. Thanks again to TuckTec for sponsoring this video. So like I said before, SB 368 is kind of a package. It does more than just one thing. One of the first things that it does is it actually says that FFLs are no longer able to do, let's say, like raffles for any item in their store. So this bill would make it illegal, and the FFL could actually lose their license if they decide to raffle something off. I know a lot of FFLs that raffle stuff off for charity, for food banks, for things like that, and this would prohibit it. So if there was any type of game of chance that the FFL used in order to, move one of their products from the store, then they could lose their license, and it would be I believe, a felony under this new bill. So it would be a pretty big problem. They basically say in California, or the California state government, that we shouldn't be using games of chance, and there shouldn't be a game that involves public safety. That's kind of their statement on the whole thing, which is absolutely ridiculous on its face. Now this next one, I'm not even really sure how to describe it or how it's going to work, because there's not too many details in the bill itself. But this next one would mandate that FFLs basically create a voluntary buyback program. So they're having each FFL be its own buyback location. So instead of it being like in the parking lot of a grocery store and then give out gift cards to groceries or whatever it is, each individual FFL would be forced to be a buyback location. Now here's the thing, a lot of people might say that's great, because instead of it just going to local law enforcement and then running it over with a steamroller or something, that FFL can have it and maybe transfer it to somebody else. But the DOJ is going to get involved in this. The DOJ is going to consult with these FFLs, and so we don't know whether or not the FFL is actually going to be able to keep it, whether the DOJ is going to take a possession of it, whether they're going to force the FFL to destroy them, or whether or not it'll be just part of their inventory. We don't know the details of what they're going to have them do with it after the buyback. Now, another thing this bill does, which is going to affect a lot of people in the state of California, as a matter of fact, I got an email from somebody asking me a question about this, who was involved in a situation where he lost his rights for 10 years over a misdemeanor. Okay, he lost his rights. That 10-year period was up, and he was kind of asking, what can he do now, right? And this, in this bill, would basically possibly reinstate another 10 years for that misdemeanor after your 10 years is up. So if you have a misdemeanor conviction that forced you to lose your Second Amendment rights, and it's not over before January 1st of 2024, this bill would have somebody review your situation in your particular case and determine whether or not to add another 10-year prohibition to the end of your existing 10-year prohibition. So basically, you go through your 10-year prohibition, everything is up and over, somebody's going to review it, and they could possibly determine that they need to add another 10 years to your prohibition. And when it comes to people in California, who a lot of them are activists, right? It'd be very easy to just check that box, sign off on it. They don't really care. Boom, you have another 10-year prohibition to tack onto that. And guess what? Even after that, that's going to be reviewed again. So we're talking about massive, in some cases, it's probably going to be lifelong prohibitions over simple misdemeanors. So again, California is basically looking for everything that they haven't done yet to fill any possible gap in any possible space that they can to make sure that they've covered all their bases. They're not happy. They know that a lot of these laws are going to be overturned fairly soon, and so they're just trying to throw the book at everything right now. They're trying to just throw it all down, get it all jammed up in the court system, and just, you know, be able to basically force whatever type of gun control they can get through down the throats of Californians before, you know, the court system turns against them, because obviously the courts right now are looking at things in our favor and they don't like that one bit. So this is by Portantino. Portantino's always the one putting these types of things down. So, you know, I don't know what to even say about that guy, except I know he has national aspirations now, and that would be absolutely terrible for freedom if he was to make it into Congress in the United States. But that's what's going on. That's SB 368 in a nutshell, and I wanted to let you guys know about it. So thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe. You guys have a great day.